Hey guys, so today I'm going to do my week 29 or 29 weeks pregnancy update. I normally do these every 2 weeks, but because this past week and this week is so kind of jam-packed with baby stuff, I figured I will update you guys now with what has happened since last time I updated you guys. I am 29 weeks and 1 day pregnant as of today. Since last time I have had a additional labor class, a breastfeeding class, and my 28-week appointment. So I wanted to talk to you guys about that. First, let's start off with my cravings. These cravings have been intense this past week. So the main one is strawberries. I have been obsessed with strawberries. So I went to Harris Teeter and they had their little strawberries on sale. Buy one, get one free. So I was like, okay, sure. And I got the strawberries. Also went like right by it. It had the little pound cake thingies. So I got those as well. But pretty much when I came home, I ate half of a container of strawberries just straight up. I just cut them up and ate them. They were so good. I didn't use like the whipped cream or anything like that. I just ate them straight up. And then I had strawberry lemonades. And then I had a couple of other strawberry lemonades at like a restaurant. Well, we went to Bad Daddy's and they had strawberry lemonade and had that. Then I had strawberry ice cream, and then like I had more strawberries the next day just as like for breakfast. And then yeah, now I'm thinking about strawberries right now. So I'm going to probably make dinner. We're gonna have like a chicken fried rice stir fry kind of thing, and then for dessert I'm gonna have some strawberries in that little pound cake little thing, and that'll be so good. I've been loving strawberries. I even had strawberry smoothie from Tropical Smoothie. I'm wanting strawberries right now. The other main craving is everything bagels. They had buy one, get one free at Harris Teeter. Everything bagels. I wasn't even thinking of bagels. I was getting like hot dogs, hot dog buns, that kind of stuff, and I smelt the everything bagels and it smelled so good. I could smell it through the packaging, and I picked those up. So I have been having everything bagel sandwiches with just kind of some eggs and cheese. I'll scramble eggs and put it on a bagel, and it is so good. I've been having that a lot for breakfast with my strawberries. On Wednesday we had our second labor class, and we kind of learned what happens when you go into labor. We watched a couple of those labor videos. Very eye-opening for my husband and some other people's husbands. I've seen so much stuff on YouTube, and just like in general, I've done so much research. I wasn't appalled by seeing a baby come out. You know what I'm saying? You're starting to get numb to it because you know it's going to happen to you. But there were guys watching that were like, oh my god, oh, like freaking out. Because, you know, babies come out bloody or white and mucousy and all that kind of stuff. They're not, like, pretty like you see in the movies. And, like, they were all freaking out. And I was like, are you serious? Like, come on. But, especially because they're due in, like, March. And it's now, like, February. And I'm like, okay, dude, like, this is going to happen to you. But, yeah, that was funny. And then we learned, like, different kind of coping mechanisms that we can do and things like that. So that was a good class. And then next week, or this week, on Wednesday, because today's Monday, we have our last class, which is where we learn about C-sections and other kind of medical reasonings for not having a natural birth. Like different kind of medications you can take, things like that, or ways of getting the baby out if it's not natural, that kind of stuff. So that is Wednesday, but the last class was pretty good. We also learned more about like different pediatricians in our area, things like that. So I really need to start pinning down our pediatrician who I want to do. I'm probably going to schedule an appointment with like 2 different pediatricians to kind of feel them out, see what I think. So I'm not just like going into one and that's the one kind of thing. So yeah, I have to look into pediatricians. And then on, what was it, Saturday, we had our breastfeeding class, and that was like a 2.5 hour class, and we learned a lot. There's a lot more to breastfeeding than just putting the baby on the boob kind of thing. So my husband was like, oh my gosh, it's so much harder than I thought. I'm here for you. Like we can have, like I can help try and position him and all this kind of stuff. It was really sweet, but I don't know how much he is going to be able to do because, you know, I'm the mama and he's the daddy. But, I mean, yeah, he was like, I'll help with diaper changes, all that kind of stuff. Like, it was a great class to bring your husband to if he doesn't think there's much to do and you're just kind of gonna feed him and put him to sleep and doesn't think of all the burp and switch sides and all that kind of stuff every 3 hours. So that was a fantastic class to bring my hubby to. I recommend you guys take that class. Even if you think you know everything about breastfeeding, even if it's your second or third kid, I would definitely try it out and bring your hubby with you or a support person with you so that they understand what all goes into breastfeeding. So that was a really great class. I also learned that putting on nipple balms is a bad thing. Even if you get the all-natural, natural that they sell, like Earth Mama sells or something like that. That's what I had on my registry, where it's like pure cocoa butter or pure coconut oil or something like that. They even said that was bad, so they recommend hydrogel pads, which are little like gel pads that you can put in the refrigerator and keep them cool, and that is supposed to be more soothing and help your nipples other than just putting on creams that you have to wipe off or wash off, but then you can't wash your nipples. It's just, there's a lot that goes into it. I'm not even going to get into it all. I still need to like reread the packet, but breastfeeding class is very important. I definitely recommend you check it out if you are interested in breastfeeding. Even if you're interested in pumping, I think it would be a good experience for you guys. So then let's backtrack to Thursday. So I knew the whole time that Thursday was my glucose test. I pretty much like starved myself of sugar from Monday till Thursday. What I mean by that is I had like no desserts, no candy, no ice cream, no anything bad for you, which is a good thing. You probably shouldn't even have all that stuff when you're pregnant, but I always have to have some kind of dessert. That's just who I am. Before pregnancy and after and during pregnancy. I haven't gotten to the after pregnancy yet. But I always have dessert of some kind throughout the day, some sugar. And so I kind of didn't take that. And then the night before, I tried to have a low carb kind of day where I pretty much for dinner, where like lunch I had like a hard-boiled egg and some fruit, and then dinner I had some like bean tacos, which is not too much carbs. I didn't eat it with like chips and salsa or anything like that. So Thursday morning comes and my appointment is at 8:30. And I know I'm gonna have to have the glucose test. I know it takes an hour. So I fight traffic and I get there early. I get there probably like 8:10, 8:15-ish. And I figure, hey, I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna go inside and see if they can give me the drink early just to kind of speed up the process. They're not busy, they just open, that kind of thing. So I did go in and I checked in. I told them my insurance changed because it is January and sometimes plans change or your insurance changes, all that kind of stuff, which ours did. So I told them about that and they were like, okay, and they didn't pay like any attention to it. And I was like, I know I signed something last week about how much money I owe, but that might need to change because we upgraded our plan. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But then I sat down, I had to pee, so I peed in a cup and they tested my urine. They don't do that every time I go in. They only do it if I need to go or I have really high blood pressure for that day. And yeah, so then they called me back, they weighed me. I don't know exactly how much I gained, but I'm around like 165 pounds, started around 148, so that is the judge right there. So they didn't say anything bad about my weight, so just keep on going, so I guess I'm keep going, I'm not sure. I'm just eating normally kind of thing. And then I took my drink. It was cold, luckily. It was pretty much, I'm trying to see. It was like having two of these, like a thicker bottle of perfume in your mouth. No, but like how much drink? It wasn't too much. It was like half of a Gatorade or something like that. It was orange, like orange soda or orange Gatorade, and you had to drink it within a certain amount of time, but my nurse was talking to me and asking me questions while I was trying to drink it. So that made it a little bit more complicated, but it didn't taste bad. Like everyone who freaks out is like, oh my gosh, and gags over it and all that stuff. It didn't taste bad. It tasted like orange Gatorade with a little bit more sugar. Or like what most people say, it tastes like flat orange soda. I think orange soda had more sugar taste to it than like orange Gatorade. kind of thing. If you've ever had the blue Gatorade, it's like that but with the orange. That's what I would say. Honestly, it could have had more sugar for me. And yeah, I think it could have had more sugar. I don't know how much sugar was in it, but it could have been sweeter. I'm the type of person who loves Sour Patch Kids, if that helps. So yeah, it wasn't that bad of a drink for me. But yeah, she was taking my blood pressure, and I hate when they do this. They always take your blood pressure when they're talking to you about, are you feeling any pain today? Are there any problems? And things that you have to think about that was negative during the session that you haven't been with them. So I'm like, why do they talk about bad things when I guess maybe that doesn't affect your blood pressure, but I feel like it affects my blood pressure. But anyway, I was a little bit high this time. I was like 130 over like 82. So it wasn't super high. I'm still not on any like high blood pressure medication or anything. I still just take a baby aspirin every day. And so yeah, so that was about it. And then I waited for a good like 30 minutes for the doctor to get in. I guess she wasn't even in the office herself, which is fine because I still had to wait that amount of time to get checked. So then she came in and she told me straight off that because I have been wavering on having high blood pressure, that we are going to do a growth scan and to have it done between 2 to 3 weeks. So we have our growth scan for next Wednesday, like February the 5th or 7th, whatever that is, and hopefully everything is going well. I'm not too nervous about it. He was growing well at the 7 week. He was growing well at the what was it called? The original like anatomy scan at 18 weeks. So I'm not too worried about it, but I do want my husband to come with me for that appointment. And Isaac was not with me for this appointment. It was the first time that he did not go, which is understandable. It was a long appointment and really just a lot of me playing on my phone. But majority of it was when I was waiting for the doctor, if it helps. So she talked about that. I asked her too, because I know about like now like what effacement is and dilation, all that kind of stuff because of my labor class on Wednesday. I was like, so when do we start getting checked for that? She says we really don't check you unless you're having a lot of contractions or you want to be checked, because she said it's as uncomfortable for you as it is for me. So I'm starting to slowly learn that getting your cervix checked is painful. So I'm not gonna ask for it unless I really like am feeling like I'm going into labor, or I'm just probably interested in it. Probably around 37 weeks I may ask just to kind of know. So yeah, that happened. She measured me and my uterus and everything is measuring right on track. And the baby's heartbeat is still 145. So really it hasn't changed. It's always been in the 140s, which is great. He is doing well. And then after that, that was it. So I went to wait. I had a timed blood drawing for that 1 hour time span, and I really only waited like 10-15 minutes after that appointment, after I scheduled my next one, which is now every 2 weeks, which is like, I just went last Thursday, and then I got a call like today, Monday, for confirming next Monday. So now I'm going every other week, and it's starting to speed up on me, and I'm just like, ah! But anyway, it's kind of exciting now. You know, it's like you're closer to the finish line kind of thing. So we have that scheduled, our next appointment scheduled for 2 weeks on Monday, but then we'll have the ultrasound after that. So I hope they didn't want me to have the ultrasound before that next appointment. I think they'll be okay, pretty sure, with it after. And then, let's see, I think that was it. So I got my blood drawn and I was free to go. They don't tell you immediately if you pass, fail, that kind of thing, but because my hospital and my doctor is linked to the same kind of online system, I could get my results instantly. So around like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so when I found out my results, everything came back good. Everything was so good. I had 2 cupcakes from my food truck. If you guys didn't see my last update, I talked to you guys about how my cupcake truck comes like the last Wednesday of every month, and that was the Wednesday before the glucose test. I bought 2 cupcakes and I saved them, and I ate 1 cupcake like as soon as I got home before I knew if I had diabetes or not. Oh well, could have been like a last little hurrah. But yeah, I was so happy. I ate that. I had some Sprite. I kind of probably had a sugar crash, and then I like legit had a sugar crash because I took a nap, like a 2-3 hour nap after that until dinner time. So yeah, I was really happy about that. But yeah, I do not have diabetes, so really happy about that. And yeah, that is pretty much what has been going on the past week. So this week we have our last labor class on Wednesday. And then we have our baby shower on Saturday. We're slowly starting to get in different gifts and stuff from people who have ordered off of our registry who can't come to the baby shower. They have slowly been trickling in, and it's just been pretty much Christmas every day. We just get a new package to open. I try and wait for my hubby to open it with him, and it's just kind of a nice little experience. So we have gotten some really great things, and we have installed our curtains in our nursery. It looks fantastic and great, and yeah, there's just a lot of good things starting to come into place, and I'm definitely feeling a whole lot happier. So let me show you the bump shot and then we'll end there. So this is the bump at 29 weeks. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to stay tuned for more updates with me. I will be doing these a little bit more regularly now because we are getting into the home stretch. I'll probably share with you guys a haul, but yeah, be sure to subscribe to stay up to date with me, and I'll talk to you in my next one. Bye!